Are we live? Everybody, if you can hear me and you can see me, drop a like, thumbs up in the chat. So hello from the Canadian West Coast. So yeah, it's cool. What's going on, everybody? As we will chat, let's talk and sensory processing. Cool. Still nice to have everybody here. So awesome. Just going to wait for everybody to come in here, and then we'll. Oh, I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for everyone to get in here, and then we'll get started on this cast. Good day from US, Arizona. What up, what up, what up? Hey, how's it going? I love when Dan makes videos because they really help me out. That's awesome. Woo woo, less than 15 minutes. Hello, Dan. Hello, people. Hey, okay, so we're all here. We're getting it. People are getting it. It's good. It's good. We're all here. Remember to share this video if you think it's going to help somebody and you think that it's going to be super, super awesome. Yeah, that's pretty dope. So I am just getting myself ready here. Hold on, go just a second, guys. I'm waiting for, because I got to wait for you guys to come in, and the chat is slower than it should be for me. So what I'm going to do is get myself to my back end. So how's everybody fitting into November? I mean, I can't believe it's November already. This is just crazy. I really miss the summer. I don't know how you guys are, but I super miss the summer. Like, the summer is awesome, and then, like, I don't know, winter comes in and it ruins stuff. Okay, I know you get like Christmas, bonfire night, Halloween, and stuff like that, but like, I mean, I just wish there was, like, I don't know, more kind of hot weather in winter. And that sounds stupid, doesn't it? That sounds kind of stupid, doesn't it? I'm not going to say it ever again. Nobody quote me on that. Okay, so what is going on here? Okay, my computer's like dying. Is everybody okay? Can everyone see this? I can't stand hot weather. Oh, howdy. Hi, Dan. Love the vids. Really help. Hey, how's it going? Love you so much. Remember me? Scooter. How's it going? Hey, Dan. Hope you're okay. Really struggling at the moment. Just complete this self-referral for extra support. Look, reach out and get support, because like getting support is going to be the best way that you can just be yourself. Like, don't worry about it. And like, we all get stressed from time to time. It's not it's not like crazy out of the ordinary. It's nothing crazy. Guys, I'm going to do something nuts here. I'm going to go live on Instagram as well, so we'll take questions from both places. Let's try and do it. We're having trouble starting a live video. What are you talking about? Okay, we're live. So we're live on Instagram. We're live here on Facebook. We're live here on YouTube. Thanks for talking to me on Insta and following me. Hey, no worries. And that goes out to anybody. If you guys want me to follow you back, go to my Instagram, which is instagram.com/theaspieworld, and on Twitter, which is just @theaspieworld. And you can follow me on there, and I'll follow you straight back, because I got no issues about following people back. I like to do it, build community, build new people. How's it going? Everybody on Instagram watching, that's pretty dope as well. So Instagram, if you're watching, we're live on YouTube as well. So I thought we'd just do this video. This video is about sensory processing issues and stuff like that. So I thought it might actually be pretty beneficial for people watching on Instagram, as well as these people watching all the way here on the old YouTubes. So basically, I'm gonna put my thing there. That's cool. So really love your enthusiasm, Dan. I like summer. I get sad. Yeah, I get sad. So sad's a season-affected disorder. So you start feeling like absolute turd in the winter, which is like, I don't know. That's not dope. It's just the worst. So yeah, we're live on Instagram over here as well, which is pretty dope. So we're going to talk about sensory processing, and I really want to have like more of a Q&A with you guys as well. But I do actually have some stuff to talk about. So in the house, like how does sensory processing sort of kick your butt day to day in the house? Well, a few things like smells and noises. Like, noises are a big one, right? So sensory processing disorders, where people get like overloaded with sensory input, and that overload of sensory input can trigger things like meltdowns and other kind of stuff as well. Now, if you're like me and you have like hypersensitivity, especially to things like smells and things like lighting, they're big issues. So one thing in my house that kind of gets me is I can control the smells in my house, and I can also control the lighting in my house, because we have like Alexa lighting, and so it's all like kind of LED, really good strong lighting. One of the big things, are you going to read comments out on here too, Dan? Yes, I am. What is your experience of SPD affect you because of the? To me, it's horrible. I don't know what SPD is. So one of the things that I can't control in the house, which kind of, okay, I can control, but it kind of gets out of hand, is where there are things placed, like there's a coat placed on the arm of the chair, then there's like a basket on the chair, then there's like a cup on the side, and then the dog's stuff is on the side, then there's too many pillows on the sofa, and this kind of gets visually overstimulating, and it kind of drives me crazy. My girlfriend's like, oh my goodness, like just calm down, it's not a big thing, like, and I'm just like freaking out, and she's like then tries to like her best to kind of declutter or kind of sensitize all those things, and it really does help actually. She's a godsend, and but that is one of the things in my house that kind of really gets me crazy. The other thing was talking about shops. Now, overstimulation in shops is where like you go out to the store, right, and there's like a billion people in the store, and then it's like there's people rushing around all around you, and you're trying to deal with it, and you're thinking, oh my goodness, like what on earth is going on here? And that, like the noise, the smells, their rudeness, and they're just running around, kind of like really drives me crazy. So when I go out to the store, I have to be really careful to go out at certain times, and if I go out another time, it can be like I know that I'm going to get set up to have like a meltdown or something crazy like that's going to happen, and that's just the worst. Also, store lighting is just the worst. Melv McConnell, where is Melvin? Melvin joined. Yeah, Melvin was Melvin McConnell. He is a guy who was actually mentoring me in the YouTube space in London. That's awesome. Fluorescent lighting is horrible. That's absolutely right. So fluorescent lighting is just nuts. It's like, it drives me crazy. It makes you, super agitated. It makes the whole thing too much overloading. And also, there's music blasting out in stores. Has anyone like you go to like a store and they're blasting music, just like the worst type of like crappy pop music, just like filling the air. And also, there's a store over here called Lidl, and Lidl, sometimes when you go in there, they have this like bakery right at the front door, and then the bakery smells just kind of overload you, and it just smells like turd. It's horrible, and it's just no way. So what other kind of sensory stuff do you guys get issues with? I'll take some points from YouTube, and I'll take some from Instagram in a few minutes. So we'll do YouTube first. Sensory processing disorder, what you're supposed to be talking about. Sorry, SPD. See, I didn't realize the abbreviation for SPD was sensory processing disorder. I'm so sorry. It sounds like a person on Instagram. I'm sorry. We are talking about sensory processing disorder. I didn't mean to sound like a complete idiot then when I asked what SPD was. So fluorescent lighting solved, yes. My family makes fun of me because I have to smell anything new that I get. Hey, look, there's nothing wrong with that. They need to accept who you are. Restaurants are loud. Restaurants are the worst. Like, going out for dinner in a restaurant. Like, I love restaurants because somebody else cooks your food and that's, like, dope. But the worst thing about it is, like, people, smells. The seating is always awkward. It's not really that good. Walmart. I've been in Walmart a few times and it isn't good. I actually haven't been to Walmart. I haven't been in Walmart since 2007, even though I've been to the States a few times since then. Fish is disgusting as well. See, like, my sensory triggers for smells are garlic, onions, and vinegar. Those are like super triggers for me. So anybody who knows me in my house, like, can't do that. I work at Walmart and I have Aspergers. It sucks. Oh man, that's no good. I'll get back to work. Keep doing your thing, dude. Smashing it. Thanks, Melvin. Total legend. Thank you. Same here. When I go to restaurants, I always ask for outside seating. Yeah. So over here in the UK, if you had outside seating, you'd either be super cold or super wet, like all the time. Randomly in the summer, you might get sunburn. That's about it. Warehouse type stores, like echo noises. Oh yeah, that is crazy. That's a fair point. I don't really go to like big industrial warehouse places at the moment, but like, I know what you mean. Those places are like, you got big open spaces and the echo noise kind of comes back and absolutely kills your ears. The feel of my phone case on my hands, fingers is kind of triggering sometimes. I don't like it. I don't think it's common. Yeah, it is. So sensitive to touch and stuff. My phone case is a silicone phone case, and it has it has a better feel than the leather one. And I've stopped buying leather cases. This is my iPad case. This is what I used to have my phone cases in. It was like leather, but I don't have it leather anymore. I actually have them silicone because the leather is a bit gross. I don't like tags on clothing, bright lights are going up. So Morgan, that's why I invented a brand called Lightbolt, and Lightbolt actually is clothing that doesn't have tags on it. Excuse me, you can buy that from my website right now, which is theaspieworld.com. If you go to theaspieworld.com and then go to the shop on there, there's Lightbolt clothing, which is tagless. You'll see it. It's got like a little lightning bolt in a bulb. It's super cool. So that is something very, very interesting, actually. So when we were developing the Aspie World website, we decided that we wanted to do something that was different and kind of actually help people. So we decided to create the light bolt clothing brand, and I don't have one here at the moment because I'm washing my stuff because I normally wear them all the time, but I'm washing it right now. But you guys can definitely check that out, theasperworld.com, to get that. So anybody who watching on the YouTube, I'll put it into the little chat. http://theasperworld.com. Also, guys, if you're interested in going to theasperworld.com, you can get these autism alert cards, which are specifically designed to help. By law, clothing needs to have tags, though. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think so, no. So you can get a personalized autism alert card from the asperworld.com. This is super dope. This is very handy. A lot of people are buying these now from our website because they're handy in like stressful situations or like authoritarian situations. Maybe like if you get pulled over by the police or you're in like a university or school or something, you can whack this out, and it's very, very good. So yeah, if you guys want to get one of these, theasperworld.com. Get your hands on one of these. That sounds great, mate. Thanks. And that's not law yet. There's a program called Pablo that touches on the subject. Very informative for all. Yes, I think they're watching this stream actually, Pablo. They do like animated series. The feel of silk thread on clothing logo. I love the touch of my phone case. Yeah. The one thing that bugs me most, licking an envelope, closing wooden sticks on popsicles. Oh yeah. Ha. God, it's horrible. We like at the end of like a lollipop and like or an ice pop or whatever you call it, what they call it, ice lolly, and then you eat it and then you touch the bottom and your tongue touching that wood. Ooh. Here you get a card like that when you are diagnosed. It's a lifesaver. Awesome, Dan. No way. You don't get these as standard in the UK. This is why I designed them here. It would be cool if there was some autism cards in French. I'm in Montreal, and even online I can't find any for outside of France. Well, maybe, look, if anybody speaks French and they want to help me translate my card into French, please hit me up, theasperworld@gmail.com, and just email me. Say, look, let's do it, Dan. Let's translate this card. It may be able to help more people. I'm super open to that. And if you got any other languages like Spanish or anything else that you guys think, or Japanese, or anything you think would help, let me know, and we'll translate the card. Just hit me up, theasperworld@gmail.com. Yes, tongue depressors. Ugh. Lost you. Did my screen glitch there? Sorry. Where's the best place to get weighted blanket from? I'd say that Amazon is the best place to get weighted blankets, because I think most people who are on the spectrum want to find a bargain, and especially myself, I love finding a bargain. So if you go to Amazon, then definitely check out weighted blankets on there. I think you're probably going to get the best bargain on there, or maybe eBay. And I don't actually have a weighted blanket. The company wanted to send me one, but it was a bit weird. So does it have washing instructions, or do you give that on a separate paper? The washing instructions come on a sheet of paper. Weighted blankets are organic. The what? Bonnie Theodora for weighted blankets. They are organic. Ooh, so I like organic clothing. I myself am going out with a girl. She can be very hard work. Look, everybody can be hard work, right? But if you've got an autism spectrum condition, then you may be that little bit extra harder work, but it's more rewarding because you know that you're helping somebody overcome something that they can't help. You know, like the person who's got an autism spectrum condition can't help, the way they are. So that kind of extra help definitely helps them out. That's awesome. I hate when I'm walking outside and branch or something grazes me. Oh, it's horrible. You are lagging to me. Dang it, is this stream lagging? Hopefully that the stream isn't lagging too much here. I feel sorry for my boyfriend having to deal with me, to be honest. Oh, you guys are good. Hey Cheryl, how's it going? So yeah, people's smells. Okay, so we're talking about sensory processing. So anybody who's just joined on Instagram and anyone who's just joined now, halfway through this live cast, we're talking about sensory processing issues. And the worst one, for being around people is people's smells. Like everybody has a certain smell, right? And personal smells are personal smells. That's how I categorize people by their smell. But the interesting thing is when people wear perfume and it's just too much. It's like overpowering. I mean, it just like makes me physically sick when I smell like perfume that's like way too overpowering. And Dan, do you get fan mail? I do get fan mail. If anybody wants to send me anything, the address is in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you go to youtube.com/The Aspie World, click on About, and there's an address there. If you want to send me anything, that's super cool. I get a lot of stuff sent to me. I did show you guys some of the thank you letters in a video. It's posted over here somewhere. Yeah, that's awesome. Do you have any problem with the texture of certain foods? Yes, indeed I do. We're going to get to food in a little bit. Hey Dan, arriving now. Cheers from Brazil. Hey Brazil, what is up? Crossing busy roads and no traffic light is difficult for me. Oh, man, yeah. I mean, the roads are just horrible, just in general. I mean, anybody can agree that roads are horrible. I'm starting a clothing line, hand making all the clothes. It's called Buttonary, all organic, and they are seamless. Feel free to follow. Eco-friendly, everything, and SPD friendly. Can you send me that in an email? theaspworld@gmail.com. I'd love to check that out. That'd be awesome. It's super helpful for the community. I'd love to pass that around. I can relate with smells. Trains are my worst nightmare when it comes to... Oh, man. Dang it. Trains are like the worst. Trains are the worst. How can I help my girlfriend? My self-communicate skills, hard to connect mentally, and I have trust problems too. All the best, buddy. Martin, I'm going to do a video series on autism and relationships because I feel like Aspergers and relationships is something that a lot of people have issues with, and everybody really wants to... oh my god, I smelled a cucumber in somebody's perfume on the metro the other day and nearly puked. Oh my god, it's gross. I'm going to do a video on that, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to my my YouTube channel, The Aspie World, to make sure that you don't miss that series. Has Asa, Priscilla, or ever joined your live? No, Asa's never joined my live, and if anybody's wondering who Asa is the dad from Fathering Autism, the YouTube channel. We actually recorded a video together that's going to be out very soon, a video on his channel, a video on my channel, and it's going to be super awesome. So yeah, stay tuned for that. If anyone is a fan of Fathering Autism, it's going to be a really good one for you. But if you've never heard of them, it's going to be a good one because it introduces you to another autism family online who are doing some awesome stuff. And they even won an award. I think they won a Shorty Award last year, which is super awesome. Yeah, that's just dope. Hey Dan, what instruments do you play? I know you're really into music. I want to know. Okay, so instruments. I play bass guitar. I play drums. I play guitar. I play a bit of keyboard / piano. I play ukulele. I can play violin, but not very well. Cello, but not very well. What else do I play? Banjo-lele, and I think that's pretty much it. So they're the instruments. I was all self-taught as well, so like I didn't like instruments for ages, and I started teaching myself how to play. It's awesome. I get the train uni every day and sensory overwhelm. Yeah, look, trains are the worst. This is why I don't go on trains. I can't go on buses because it just gets too much. I went on a bus once to London with Naomi, and the only fun part about it was eating snacks and having, a joke and a laugh on the way back. But that was because it was quiet. It was only us on the train. But when there's too many people on the train, soggy cereal I can relate to. Oh man, I can eat coconut. I can't eat coconut. Yeah, coconut's weird, isn't it? It's like eating skin. Coconut's so oh man, it's horrible. Music, right? So this is an interesting one. So I'm a musician, right? Okay, so everyone thinks like, oh, if you got sensory processing disorder, how can you play music in a band? How can you listen to music and stuff? So music to me has to be on a certain level of volume, right? I listen to music on a certain volume, and then also when I go to a gig, I normally get seating stuff, so I'm sitting right at the back, so it's not too loud. But I don't always go to gigs because of that reason. It's a bit overwhelming, too many people, a lot of sounds. And then also the thing about playing music is you're on stage, music is quieter than it is outside. And so I do have an issue with that. And like a lot of people like listening to music really loud when they're at home, but I can't do that. It has to be at like a certain volume that's not kind of ricocheting my head. And like even Nomi, when she listens to music in the car, we're driving along, she's got music playing, I'm like turning it down. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm turning the music down, it's too loud. And she's like, what the heck, this is just normal level. And so a lot of people may feel like being like in a musician and being in like a pop punk band, then like I like listen to loud music, but it's just like, yeah. Are you going to do a series on autism? Of course. My series on all my channels about autism and Asperger's syndrome. Rough textures kill me. So tactile senses. So tactile senses. Somebody asked, can you do tactile sensory issues? It becomes a real problem around my partner because he doesn't understand what's triggering. So tactile sensory, that's what we're talking about in this. Is that when like it could be heat. Okay, so this is another thing. Okay, right. So heat is a huge trigger for me. Okay, so one of the things. Just taking the question here. I have to put gloves on to touch raw meat? Oh man, I don't eat meat. I'm a vegetarian. Don't eat meat. I always have to have headphones in if I'm walking around town or busy places because it keeps me focused. Yeah, definitely. I always wear headphones. Always wear headphones. Okay, so heat. Right. This is a big one for me. I get so hot on the smallest, slightest. Hey, how's it going, Henry? The smallest, slightest change in like my temperament, like if I'm getting a bit annoyed or I'm getting triggered, I get super, super hot. So you can always tell when I'm like close to meltdown because I'm sitting here in my underpants, just like freaking out, taking my clothes off. It could be like the middle of winter. I'm like, no, I'm taking my clothes off. But the weird thing about it is that it doesn't bow well for like out in public. So if I'm freaking out in public, I can take my jacket off. I'll start like freaking out, take my hat off, and I'm sitting there like just sweating. And it's so weird, but I get so hot all the time. It's crazy. Let me know if you relate to this. Give this video a thumbs up. Okay, so things to do right now, guys. This is what we needed to do. We're almost approaching 60,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people making a difference in the world, because we're here, we're sharing information to help people on the spectrum, and that's just something that, like, I don't know, I love it. I feel so proud that we're able to do this. So what I need everybody to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already. So if you just come across my channel right now and you're not subscribed, go to the Aspie World on YouTube and subscribe. Give that a subscribe. What you also need to do, oh my god, I have a phobia of balloons. I cannot deal with balloons. What you need to do is also hit that notification bell on the channel. So go to click subscribe and click notification bell, because YouTube don't allow you to see all the videos that I put out. And so if you really want to keep in touch with everything I do, hit that notification bell, because then you get notified every single time I upload a video, and that's super, super, super important. So thank you for everybody excuse me, who is subscribed already, and anybody who isn't already subscribed, thank you for subscribing now. Can I get a show of hands? Can everyone give me like a thumbs up or a hi in the chat to let me know that you have hit that subscribe and notification bell? So if you've hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up and a hi in the chat over here. Would you ever want to collab with a fan? Yeah, definitely. I'm always up for collabing. Gotta go. Stay fresh. Thanks. Click. Yeah. Cool. Getting some thumbs up. Nice job. Okay, good. So we're all good. We're part of that notification squad. Hey, hi, my name is Amy. Hi, Amy. How's it going? Okay, cool. So, who wants to hear something super, super new, super brand new to this channel, super exciting? I have just launched a podcast, and the podcast is called We Are Autism. And the podcast is going to be available on iTunes very, very soon, actually. I don't know if it's available yet on iTunes. I'm waiting for it to finish uploading. Like, it has to go through like some vetting processes with iTunes, but it's going to be available very, very soon on iTunes. So the best way that you guys can be alerted when episode 1 is out on iTunes is if you subscribe to my mailing list. And how you do that is my cousin and I both have Aspergers, and Christmas are awesome. Cool, that's awesome. Will it be on Spotify? It will be on Spotify. Yeah, it will be on Spotify. The best way to actually get my my podcast is, give me just a second, subscribe to the mailing list, which is this little gem. Okay, so if you guys go to, I wonder if it'll paste it across. Is it going to paste it across? Hold on, guys. I'm just going to try and put it onto the Instagram one. Oh, that's not going to paste it across, is it? Okay, so Instagrammers, if you go to my YouTube channel and click in the description, there'll be a mailing list link. Click that to subscribe. Or if you go to the aspieworld.com and look at the right-hand side. Okay, hold on. We could be in luck here, guys. We could be in luck. Yes, the podcast will be available everywhere. You can probably get the podcast on SoundCloud as well. Actually, we probably have the podcast on SoundCloud right now. But okay, so this is what everyone needs to do. Everyone wants to listen to the podcast. The podcast is super, super dope. Okay, so this is the first part. We released a podcast called We Are Autism, right? So if you sign up to the mailing list right now, this week, you'll get the links to all of the places where the podcast will be available. If it's going to be on Spotify, if it's going to be on SoundCloud, if it's going to be on iTunes, you'll get it. Episode 1 is already in the system, and it's going to be released very, very soon. So make sure you sign up to my mailing list. The mailing list link is on my website and also in the description of all my YouTube videos. So go make sure you do that right now. Sign up to my mailing list. It's super, super important. So the second thing is that I'm actually doing a secret podcast that is only going to be available to Patreon members. Okay? So that means that if you are signed up to my Patreon, you can ask me questions and I'll answer those on Patreon. And I'm going to show everybody who's watching on YouTube right now, I'm going to show you guys exactly what is up. So let me know. Okay, let me know when you guys can see this. I'm just waiting for you guys to see the screen. Okay, so right now we are on Patreon. So there's going to be two things. There's going to be a secret podcast, which means that people are going to be able to subscribe for $3 every month, right? To my Patreon. It is a secret. It's a secret because nobody gets it. Only specific members get this. So you can do $3 a month and get access to the podcast, or you can do $12 every month, and you actually get access to the secret vlog and also access to the secret podcast. So you get the secret podcast and the secret vlog all rolled into one there for $12 a month on Patreon. So I'm showing the guys now on Patreon. So you go to patreon.com/the Aspie World and check it out. The podcast, the secret podcast, can be amazing because I'm going to take specific questions from everybody on Patreon. So you go on Patreon, I'll say, hey, what are your questions for this week? And those people who are subscribed for $3 or more will be able to then ask me questions, and I'm going to put that in the podcast. I'll probably invite them onto the podcast if they're interested to do like a Q&A, because I want the podcast to be like a Q&A, and that Q&A with them maybe also broadcast on the public podcast. And then the secret vlog will actually follow me around in my day-to-day life, so you guys can see what I'm into, what I'm up to, and all those things, like how I go about daily life, how I do my work, etc., what's it like being a YouTuber, and all that stuff will be pretty awesome. So yeah, so check me out, patreon.com/the Aspie World. That is going to be super dope. And I hope anyone else have Tourette's. I don't have Tourette's now. So if you went with an Aspie, it's not to find your kid would be an Aspie. Okay, so let me know if anybody's interested in the Patreon stuff. It'll be super awesome. Being able to support me on Patreon does a few things, okay? Do I ship to Canada? Yes, I do. Ship worldwide. AspieWorld.com. Go check it out. If you guys haven't already, you can go to the AspieWorld.com and we have autism-related clothing on there. We also have the Autism Alert cards on there. So we've got the Autism Club t-shirt, we've got the Grand Theft Autism t-shirt, the Autism Minecraft t-shirt, and this de-tagged clothing, so clothing that doesn't have labels and stuff like that. We also have a bunch of downloads and resources available for people to buy. So go to the AspieWorld.com and you can download some resources, or you can buy some super awesome clothing. And yeah, we ship worldwide. So yeah, the reason Patreon is so interesting is that if you subscribe to my Patreon channel, what happens is, yes, I do play Minecraft, is that the money goes to support this channel. And this channel is making progress. I met last week with the Welsh Secretary of Health in the government called Vaughan Griffin to discuss what needs people need in Wales and the UK to have access to autism support and things like that. Now, this is super important. Without me being able to earn money from my YouTube stuff and Patreon, I wouldn't be able to do this stuff full time. So any money that you guys want to donate or sponsor and get something back for it, because that's what I want to do. I don't just want to say, hey, give me like $2 every month. I want to be able to offer you something awesome. So you guys go and sponsor me on Patreon, you get more content. And anybody who's actually part of the members only club on YouTube as well, if you've joined me on YouTube for $4.99 a month, you also get access to the secret vlog. So make sure you do that right now if you want to. So you can actually hit the join button underneath the videos on YouTube, and then you'll have access to my secret vlog. So that'll be awesome. Okay, so like I said, the only reason I said this is because I'm really pushing Patreon right now, and the idea is that, you know, it helps support this channel. And also, when you subscribe on Patreon to me, you also get access to you get a title on the Discord, and you get a title on the Reddit page for the Aspie World as well. Happy Hands giveaway. Woo woo woo. Okay, so where are we now? Sorry, the dog has been crazy. Randy, come here. Anyone want to say hello to the dog? Randy, come here. Come here. Come say hi to YouTube and the world and Instagram. Come here. Come here. Come here. Here's Randy. How's it going? Hi Randy, UK. Anyway, so Randy's here. Randy is awesome, and dogs are really, really helpful for people on the spectrum. I love it. So yeah, so anyway guys, look, I'd really appreciate it if you checked out Patreon, and if you wanted to just have access to the Patreon only feed, which is like a feed that I talk to people on Patreon, you can do so for $2 every single month, just to support this channel, to help it grow, help it support more people, and really make a difference in people's lives. So please, if you're interested, go check out Patreon, because it would just like be super, super dope. Oh man, I got like super bad heartburn now. Please shout out my channel. I have ASD. Oreo the cat. Cool. Randy Squad. That's a nice hat. Thank you, man. It's this is actually a hat. This is a replacement hat. So this is a a Hurley hat. I actually had a Hurley trucker cap similar to this, but it was super retro, and I had it for ages, and I put it in the tumble dryer like an idiot, and I burnt it, and it melted. So yeah. Dan, if I went live, would you join? Probably. Okay, on Wednesday I'm back from Alton Towers and I got the wrong train on my own. Oh no, this is why I don't want trains. Trains suck. My next hair colour is... My hair colour is going to be blue again. The next hair colour is always going to be blue. Sorry, the dog was like getting something out of the bin because, well, he's a dog. Randy, jeez. So yeah, my next hair colour is still going to be blue. I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna dye it. But the thing is, I'm growing my hair right now because I just decided to grow it because I didn't want to cut it for a while. And I know, has anyone else got issues with like cutting their hair? Like it just painfully. I don't want to cut my hair because it's painful. How old are you? I'm 32. Oh my god, thanks so much. It's okay. Do you like the band Queen? Yes, they are awesome. So yeah. Anyway, talking about sensory processing disorders. So we're going to talk about food and food textures. Oh, Dan, I have a question. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you like to live? See, I love San Francisco. I think San Francisco is the most amazing place in the world. I've been there, and it's awesome. But it's a bit too busy for me at the moment. So San Francisco is a bit quieter there, but maybe Canada, because I think Canada is quite cool. So are you going to do a meetup? It would be good. Yes, I'm going to do a meetup when we hit 100,000 subscribers. So if you want to get a meetup going, please share my channel. Please share all my content. Tell everybody you know to subscribe to my channel because that would be amazing and it'd help me out so much. I hate shaving. Will you ever shave? Yes. I mean, I used to be clean shaven for ages, and I have a beard, and I like it because hipsters are in. But maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll shave one day, but I don't know how close it'll go. And I'll look stupid without a beard as well. I look stupid. So sensory processing disorders with food textures, right? So I have an issue where, like, if I have food, I'm eating it and it goes cold, I can't touch the food then, or I can't eat it because it's gone cold and it's gross. And if you touch it, it makes you feel sick. Also, like cold gravy and sauces, I can't touch sauces, especially if they go cold. Everything has to be very hot. And the textures have got to be I can't have slimy, gross, sloppy textures. They have to be like good, consistent textures because otherwise it's just like, yeah. If you ever did a meetup, where would it be? It would be in the UK. I want to do a UK kind of tour. I want to do talks all in like major cities in the UK, like London and like Manchester and Liverpool and Birmingham and things like that. So if anybody's interested in that, again, all this is going to be on my mailing list. I can't tell you enough to go and subscribe to my mailing list because everything comes out on there. All information on ticket sales, all information on where I'm doing talks, all information on the podcast gets first released on the mailing list. So if you want to go to the mailing list, go to theaspieworld.com and on the right hand side click the sign up button. There's like a little thing that says sign up now for updates. Come to Cardiff. I am going to be doing something in Cardiff. I'm actually teaming up with somebody, Charles Davis from Just the Two of Us from MTV. There's an MTV show called Just the Two of Us, and I just made friends with one of the girls on there. I'm going to go down there and get a tattoo, and she's also got Aspergers syndrome, and I'm going to help her do some videos. She's going to do some YouTube videos. I'm going to interview her and stuff, so there's a lot of stuff coming. And very soon, guys, I'm going to do a series just on females and autism, which is going to be super dope, and I'm really happy to get that done. It's going to be good. I hate fatty food or cold sauces. I like hot sauces though. Yeah, cold sauces are no. I live in Scotland. Yes, please do a tour. I know. So I want to get to 100,000 subscribers ASAP so I can do a tour. I'm going to do a tour. Whenever I hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a tour. And that means that everybody needs to subscribe to the mailing list. I can't stress it enough. So you can go to bit.ly/autism_update. So I'm going to put that in here for everybody here. So if you want to sign up to the mailing list, you can go to http bit.ly/autism_updates. So that is how you sign up to my mailing list. You can do that right now. Make sure you do that because like everything is going to be on there. Like that's how I'm going to tell you about the release of anything new. Like I'm going to do new projects. I'm going to doing I don't know, talks, tours, everything. I like to have my crunchy foods and I like hot foods. Yeah, man. So like I don't like to like sloppy things, like gross, like custard tarts and stuff. Like, what is that about? Who eats those things? Gross. I want to come to Canada and do some talks. Yes. How can I convince my mum to let me cut my hair? Boy short. Well, she should respect what you want to do and just say like, look, it's the best thing for me, and if that's what you want to do it. I made a new friend and asked me on your Facebook group. Thank you. He is my only friend on the spectrum. Eva Andrews, that is awesome. That is awesome. and the group link is in the description of every single video, guys, if you want to do that. But that's amazing. I love it. Thank you so much for that. I feel so humble that you managed to make friends on there. My son got ASD. He wants to eat bread. I don't know what that means. So yeah, everyone, make sure you sign up to my mailing list. Just do it. Join the mailing list. Be a part of the superhero squad. And yeah, anyway, like you can do a super chat on here as well if you want to support this channel. You can do a super chat and then your name will appear on the side there. It'll be super awesome when you donate to the YouTube stream right now. That is awesome. And anybody watching on Instagram right now, head over to patreon.com/theaspyworld and you can definitely see. I'm going to put the thing in here, so check it out. So Patreon, I can't even spell, patreon.com/theaspyworld to see if you can get access to my secret vlog and my secret podcast. Very, very interesting stuff. It's going to be super dope. And yeah, I'm really pumped to get it done. I'm really pumped to have it out there. It's going to be super awesome. So where are we? I really don't like super crunchy textures. I mean, I don't mind if it's like super hard and crunchy. I mean, that just kind of like it's gross. But again, like food has to be hot. Can't have cold food. I'm not a massive fan of like like curries and stuff because I have this like phobia about foods. Like if I can't see what's in it, I kind of get freaked out a bit. I just found out that I have autism, and thanks to you, I feel like it makes me more epic. Absolutely, you should feel empowered and feel that difference is like just awesome, and you're super epic, and you feel like a superhero. That's what you need to do. I have a texture issue with chunky soups. I need basic grind my food to almost a paste. Yeah. I get that. I think I'm supporting you on Patreon still. Eva, that's awesome. Eva, you're gonna get access to the podcast. So you're already on a higher tier, so you'll probably get access to the podcast, definitely. See, Patreon is the way to go. I really want to try and build it because it's going to be another way for people to get more content from me, and it's something super dope. And I think that's what people want. People want to have more content from me, and I'm so pumped to get this podcast out as well. Do you like Russian hard bass music? I've never even heard of that. My husband won't eat vegetables because of the texture. What sauces do you like? I like ketchup, but on hot dogs, and it has to be hot, and they're vegan hot dogs, but it has to be hot. And gravy. That's it. That's me. Can we talk about autism on social media? Autism on social media? Sure. Well, ask me a question about autism on social media. Is it better to join through Patreon? It's better to join through Patreon if you want to get access to the vlog and the podcast. I'm the opposite to you, Dan. I don't know what. I missed that. So if you want to, okay, so it's two things. So I'm going to release a secret vlog and a secret podcast. They're $12 on Patreon for both of them, and it's going to be super dope. And all the other stuff as well. You get like my e-downloads. I'm going to be posting my e-download links in there this month because this is the start of like when you like content stuff strategies. So yeah, I mean, I'm really pumped to get the podcast. Look, the podcasts are going to be interviewing people like specialists who work on the spectrum, people who have autism themselves, other content creators who have autism and make autism content. So all that kind of stuff. The podcast can be very interesting. It can be really good topics, but it's all going to be about empowering and overcoming issues with autism issues and things like that. So make sure that you go to Patreon, and if you can spare $3 a month, I highly recommend doing it because you're going to get so much out of it. And if you can spare $12 a month to support this cause and support the Aspie World, support me and this channel and what we're doing, the mission and pushing us forward, then it's going to be the best thing ever because like you're going to help me, you're going to get loads of like cool content, and it's going to be specific. Like nobody else is going to see it, just you. And I think that's amazing. So patreon.com/theaspieworld. I'm going to be doing a big push on this on my other socials, so you guys are like first exclusives to get on there, and I love it. Where can I get a proper diagnosis from autism? I'm 21 in the UK. First of all, speak to the National Autistic Society and see if they have any help anywhere for that. Then the second thing I would say is go to your GP and ask them for a referral to an autism specialist. Cool, I will try that too. Okay, awesome. I'm getting your merch for Christmas because you're fire. Dude. That is awesome. Can we talk to you about autism on social media? To talk to you, I don't understand what you mean, sorry. Do you think there is enough representation of Aspergers in the media, and if you think it's positive or negative? Look, there's not enough representation of autism in the media at all, right? and most of it is negative because you get people like Sheldon Cooper who they make look like this idiot, like he's a genius, but they make him look like an ass bag, like this guy who's annoying, irritating and stuff, and it's not like that. I think it's dangerous because it makes people look in a certain way, even though it is fun and it is nice to have people representing autism in the media. I think that maybe they need to update it. The best one so far is probably Atypical. But again, Sam is like super typical on the spectrum. He's got every issue going, and it's not like that in real life. Jessica, I have a comorbid Dabrowski syndrome and GI issues. I think both of them contribute to my textual sensitivity. I've never heard of Dabrowski's syndrome. What is that? So yeah, patreon.com/the Asperworld guys. Want to get access to the secret vlog, access to the secret podcast. It's going to be super, super dope. Yeah, I think, I don't know, I just love what we're doing. The Asperworld is so unique that we're so completely like nowhere else. There's nowhere else like this on the internet. So, and I love each and every one of you. This is awesome. I love the merch. I love the merch. Can you have more hoodie designs, please? Yeah, there's more merch designs. Every month I drop new merch designs, and to be the first to get that, and also to be the first to know about the merch designs, and be the first to get a discount on it, you have to sign up to the mailing list. I will be doing discounts on all my merch on the mailing list. So, no, not Sheldon Moore, Sheldon Cooper. Someone in the chat is called Sheldon Moore. No, they're talking about Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory. So yeah, make sure you sign up. So remember, it's bit.ly/autism_updates. Get updates from me. Do it now, because like this is going to be awesome. I'm going to do discounts in there. Everything is going to be there. So yeah, check it out. So where are we? Okay, I'm just going to log in to make sure I'm getting this address right for you guys. Cool. Excuse me. Okay, so what other issues do you guys have with... Dabrowski syndrome is a neurological difference that can mimic other things like ASD, and it's usually called gifted. I've heard of this actually. I've heard of like gifted syndrome. I've heard people say that before. My favorite portrayal of autism is A Good Doctor. Yes, I've heard that's pretty good. Yeah, I was compared to Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. Yeah. Any parties where I don't know people, and anywhere that multiple conversations at once drive me crazy and shut down. Again, parties are a big one. Natasha is a superhero squad member. She's actually here. She'll be getting the secret vlog through joining the official YouTube squad over here. I found another channel about autism, and they make it look like such a bad thing. See, that's the thing. Like I love making it a positive thing, and I love trying to empower everybody here. And this is what the podcast is going to do. The podcast is going to try and be that thing that you can listen to on the way to work, school, or whatever, and like just have it in your headphones and be like, dude, this is just super, super dope. So yeah, definitely check that out. I can't imagine how worried you must be. I only know from feeling that myself when I was younger. I was always called a geek at school. Yeah, me too. Like totally all the time. I was like always bullied in school. Like like I got into fights with people. Like people didn't really understand me. It was horrible. Like school is just like, it's like the worst, man. Like school's the worst. And I was in mainstream school as well, so there was no SEN school when I was younger. That would take people with autism. And so yeah, it was just school was just a hard time, wasn't it? I think everybody on the spectrum has a hard time with school. If you sponsor DM Tower Discord on Twitter, you can get a sponsored rank in the Discord. Awesome. A lot of people think that Aspergers is an excuse, but I have questions why. But look, yeah, a lot of people think, why, you don't have autism is just an excuse because you're lazy, you're an idiot, and all this kind of stuff. I get this all the time. I've heard this from so many people, even people in the community. People like to say that, like, you don't have Asperger's syndrome, it doesn't exist, and because the nomenclature's changed. Quick question, Dan. How can I help my 3-year-old with Asperger's deal with all his sensory issues before they lead to meltdowns? Know what the triggers are. So if you want to help somebody with sensory issues, you know that, okay, that type of food sends them crazy. That smell they don't like. This light they don't like. So fix those issues. And it's kind of like, I know you think, oh yeah, I should have thought of those before, but it's as simple as that. So if somebody doesn't like a smell, you change them, that situation so that smell never comes up. It's that simple. How do you deal with meeting new people in unfamiliar situations? I moved, and it's so hard to get to new places and open conversations at once. Okay, so, what size earplugs? These are 12 mil. Okay, so How do I deal with meeting new people? I meet new people mainly through like-minded business types. So if I'm in VidCon or I'm in somewhere in the city or I'm doing a talk, I'm either doing a talk in an autism convention or a YouTube convention, and both topics I know a lot about. So we hit it off. We have a lot to talk about, and normally it's a one-on-one as well because like I always kind of, I don't have multiple conversations. I kind of go to the side and then one person will come and talk to me. So that's how I deal with that. But that's how you meet new people as well. So you go to places where you have like, say you're into Minecraft or into like skateboarding, you go to places where skateboarders meet up, or you go to like a Minecraft convention and you talk to those people there. That is the best way to do it. People say schools are the best time for your life and I want to go back and I had a bad time in my school. I know. I never want to go back to school. It's ridiculous. My son's beautiful. He wants to be like everyone else. He knows he's different. That's awesome. To be different is to be empowered. Okay, all right, Josh, thank you for modding this chat and being a part of the Aspergers Super Squad, Super Hearing. It's super, super awesome of you to join us today. Any more questions on sensory processing disorders? I'll take some from Instagram as well. What size are you playing? Where are we? I'm in year 7 and I'm bullied because of my autism, and I just say to them that it doesn't make any difference to you. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make a difference. It's like added bonus. You get to do things that they don't. Okay, so maybe you don't like the canteen when it's noisy or there's loads of people, and you don't like going to nightclubs or you don't like going to youth clubs, but you may like be able to do cool stuff on Minecraft, or you may be able to be really good at maths, or you may be really good at music. So the things that you do are different to them. It doesn't mean that anyone's more superior. It just means that you do different things better. Okay, so like I can't I'm no good at like making things with my hands, so I'm not a carpenter, right? And my cousin's a carpenter, so he's really cool. He can make cool things. Like he's good at making stuff with his hands. He's awesome. But I am good at doing public addresses and talking to people and getting them motivated, but he's not cool with that. So, it doesn't mean that like anybody's more superior. It just means that we're good at different things, and that's exactly what we need to make the world go round. It's awesome. I meet most of my new friends at concerts, so they're all obsessed with the same artist, so they don't fall out of place. Exactly. See, so what Joycey just said then, that's exactly what I was talking about. How do I get my daughter to try new things and not be fearful of them? She's 7. That's a good question. And I think the best way to get someone to try new things and not be fearful of them is to see somebody that they idolize also trying those things. So for instance, I never liked pizza growing up. I was scared of trying pizza, even though like I knew it'd probably be really nice and everybody loved it and I couldn't join in with the family. But then I was really into the Turtles, Super Ninja Turtles, when I was a kid, and they were always eating pizza, and it was like Cowabunga dude eating pizza. So I was like, I want to be like those. So I forced myself to overcome the fact that I wasn't sure of it, to try it, and by forcing myself to overcome it and try it and eat that pizza, I actually liked the pizza, and I was able to say, okay, that's cool. And that's kind of been the way it has been forever. So I see people trying stuff and I go, God, that guy's super awesome, I want to try that. And then I'll try it, and then I'll overcome it. The only thing it didn't work with was sushi, right? Everyone loves sushi, right? Well, not sashimi. I'm on about sushi, just like rice and vegetables and stuff. And I love rice, I love vegetables. And so I was like, hey, what is it? But sushi is made with vinegar in the rice to stick it together, and I don't like vinegar. It's one of my triggers, so I can't do it. I shop for clothes by feeling the fabric before I even pay attention to design. If the fabric is uncomfortable to me, I won't wear it. It doesn't matter how good it looks. That is true. You've got to know what your body wants, and if your body wants something soft and tag free, then you got to go to theasperworld.com/shop. Shameless self-promotion. I don't like sushi, more like I never tried it. I think the funny that my friends make fun of me because of my autism, but they're blown away by my ability to play music. See, awesome, superhero standard, total superhero. You're all winners to me. You guys are all superheroes. Love each and every one of you. It's awesome. Enough with the vinegar, please. People don't think I have OCD because I'm not tidy. See, OCD is nothing to do with being tidy. Being organized is to be tidy, and I'm not really organized, so I get like all over the place. But OCD is making sure you do something in a ritual routine because you're scared of fear of something crazy, terrible happening. That is OCD. I'm not a fan of sushi. Raw fish makes me nervous. Yeah, it's gross. I can't wear polyester, and actually don't like the feeling of silk and the texture of cotton, so I buy cotton. Oh, that's cool. Nightbot are memes, I get bullied at school because I get meltdowns really often, but I think they don't understand. See, that's a lack of understanding. This is why this channel is so important. So again, if you want to help promote this channel and support this channel monetary wise, go to patreon.com/the Asperworld and check it out. Some super good content going on there. It is positive to tell the rest of your family of your diagnosis to help them understand the way I am or just confuse them more. No, I would definitely tell people who, because it's who you are, it's your identity. If you've got autism, you've got an Asperger's syndrome diagnosis or whatever it is, you tell them how it is, and then you tell them how it affects you. And if they choose to ignore that, then they're the people with the issue, not you. But you've done your bit and you're doing awesome. Lol, you're not tidy. You should see my place compared to yours, Dan. Craigie, you can't see my floor right now. It's crazy. I like linen the most. My autism helps me with studying because I can lock down on one subject and know it really well. Yes, that is a fair point actually. Hyperfocus, and I'm actually doing a video tomorrow, and it includes talking hyperfocus. So it's going to be out on Thursday, and it's like personal signs of Asperger's syndrome in me. So like I'm talking a bit more about my personal traits, and I thought that'd be really good for people. Is it? I told my friend to subscribe to you now, and they understand me more. Dude, see that is awesome. See, this is why the channel is so powerful, because it's not me, it's you guys. I'm driven by you, and I'm supported by you, and this just makes everything. The Asperger world is a community. It's not me. I'm not the Asperger world. We are the Asperger world, and that is important. You guys are just amazing. I don't like prickly things. Wool, no. I don't like the blackboards on the floor. My kindergarten had made me feel that. Yeah. I have Asperger's and I have a job, but it makes me very stressed. I get bad headaches all the time. What would you recommend? I would recommend wearing sunglasses, like totally, or speak to your boss and see if you can wear headphones to block out some of the noise. You don't have to be listening to music. You can just block out some of the noise with headphones. I remember when I had a proper meltdown in the last job I actually worked in the office there, and I had a huge meltdown taken out of work, and it took me a while to get back into the office to actually sit there with other people. And when I did that, one of the things I did is I had my iPhone headphones in my ears, and I wasn't really listening to music. Obviously I was doing my work, but I had these headphones in because it was comfortable and it blocked out a little bit of the sound. And a guy came in, a good friend of mine, Matt, came in, and he was like, "Oh, it's disgraceful. I can't believe you're sitting there with headphones on when people are talking to you and you're in work and you got headphones on and people are trying to talk to you." And it kind of blew up on me a bit. So then I went to speak to my boss about it, and then they had to explain it to him. And so when he realized that, he kind of came and apologized. So it's good to do those things, but also make people aware of it so they don't realize that you're not being rude. I suspect my partner may have Asperger's. They have a lot of prevalent symptoms. Should I suggest he seeks a diagnosis, and how should I go about this? Okay, so Ash Bandicoot. I did Ash Bandicoot, like Crash Bandicoot. I did a video series on how to get an autism diagnosis. It takes you from like what to do right now, what happens during the diagnosis, and what to do afterwards. There's a series on my channel, so go to my channel right now, go to playlist, and there's one there called How to Get an Autism Diagnosis. And click on that and watch those videos. It has everything in there. It even has 3 PDF downloads that will actually hold your hand through them through the process. It's amazing. I spent ages doing it. It's so awesome. I love it. Oreo the cat, thank you so much. I grew up with 2 sisters, both are exactly opposite of me. I could stand my room smell odd or have the floor messy. My sister did both. The younger one had. Can't wait to see your video with fathering autism. I know, Jackie, it's going to be totally dope. What do we do? Any tips for coping around people and talking? Yeah, okay. So the first thing is, like, if you're around people, try and kind of just take a step back so you're not so close to them, and that kind of desensitizes the volume a little bit. Also wear sunglasses, because you don't have to look at people directly in the eye, and it makes it way easier to cope with. And then I would suggest, when it's silent, chime in with something that may help the conversation. So if you don't know anything about the conversation, just stay silent. But if they're talking about something that you're into, then just like jump in. I always not finish my sentence when I'm talking sometimes. Yeah, I do it all the time. Don't you notice I've been doing it in this one? Okay, so I have a lot of sensory issues. Didn't even learn it was sensory issues until last year. I just did I'm just doing an assessment at the moment with a practitioner. Bear with me just a second, everybody. I'll find I've got it here somewhere. There's like a form that I just filled out, and basically I did this. Look, it's a sensory processing profile or sensory profile. And I filled the sensory profile out, and this is from my occupational therapist, and they're gonna help me with stuff on that because of like my sensory processing issues and my skills of picking things up, like fine motor skills, are becoming really, really difficult to do anything with. So I left my headphones on the couch. and Harry Potter Studios on Friday. Oh no, but Harry Potter Studios sounds dope though. Hey, apparently autism can be related in a way with a non-binary gender identities. Do you know anything about that? I know that there's a lot of people on the autism spectrum have non-binary gender or gender neutral, kind of like atypical genders, and then that's fine. And I think that there is kind of some relation to the way the neurodiverse community, is diverse. It's diverse in all manner, isn't it? And my friends tell me that I don't have Aspergers because it's not the same as people know that I have Aspergers. Can you talk more about temperature changes? My husband is always feeling hot and needs the air on, and I'm always cold and have the hoodie and the blanket on. I know, this is me and my girlfriend all over, okay? So we're always opening the windows because I'm super, super hot. So one way I found about doing this is I take my shoes and socks off to cool down. Instantly cools me down. But I also just wear really light t-shirts, and I have hoodies with zips. I can just zip them off and take them straight away. My autism doctor wants me to have an occupational therapy with sensory irrigation. So that is very helpful. I thought this too. I don't have a great help with her in Colorado for ASD, and I'm feeling very isolated here. What should I do? The best thing to do is keep watching this channel. I'm going to try and do as much as I can to support people in rural areas through these videos, so that you can feel a sense of community, because you're part of this community, you're part of the Aspie world, and you're the one making the changes with me to go forward. Go online. Dan's Discord channel is a good place to start. Here in the Netherlands is pretty okay. Yeah, absolutely. All my communities. So if you go to the description of my videos, they're packed full of information. There's everything you can think in there. There's like an autism kind of like must-haves list. There's a list of all the social groups that I've made, like Discord, Reddit, Facebook. There's also all my socials there. You can just reach out to me directly. So if you guys want to add me on Twitter and Instagram right now, I will add you straight back. I follow every single person who follows me because like you guys are just super awesome. So if you go to Twitter and type in the Aspie world and follow me right now, I'll follow you straight back. And same with Instagram. If you go to Instagram right now and click the follow button, I will follow you right back. That is super awesome. We'll send pics to the group after the live. Yeah. Whoa. Not much evidence in autistic. A link would make sense. Link to such. Okay. Some transgender. Okay, what else questions? I have Aspergers and I've recently started dating. I feel bad as most of my dates are very hard, especially when my girlfriend wants to go out somewhere. Do you have any tips for that? Yeah, like I have hacks. So the hacks are if you wear sunglasses, take headphones, and take fidget spinners with you, or like anxiety cubes and stuff like that, because that's what happens. You're getting anxious, and it's hard because you're getting overwhelmingly anxious. So use a fidget cube, use a fidget spinner, have a game on your phone that you can play when you want to kind of overcome those issues, and that will definitely help. I think all of those things are it's like a survival toolkit. I uploaded a video on my channel last Thursday. If you go check it out now, it's my Asperger's survival guide to public places. In that video I detail what I do in public places to help out. So will we ever get to do a live Q&A with you and your girlfriend present as well? Maybe, but not right now. My girlfriend is super conservative. She used to do YouTube stuff for me, but she's not really into it right now. But maybe in the future, it's something that we're looking at, and people ask all the time, and we are aware of it. So maybe, I'm not going to rule it out. But the channel, look, maybe, and the channel is going to be pumping out more content, more different content. So the Thursday videos are going to be all about Asperger's traits and things like that, and autism traits, and how to spot this, how to spot that, what to do with this, like info videos. And then the rest of the videos on like a Friday and a Saturday, I'm going to start doing more vloggy type videos. As you've seen some vlogs emerging, but with really cool stuff like the autism survival guide. That was a vlog, but it was actually detailing some stuff that'll help people. Hi Dan, how are you? Andrew, I'm awesome, thank you. Bye Jessica. When I get very anxious, I always put the same song on repeat. It blocks out the sounds while I'm not stimming because it's a familiar song. Yeah, see, music is awesome. This is why I wear headphones all the time, so you can put on like a podcast. And if you want to check out my podcast, make sure you sign up for my mailing list, bit.ly/autism_updates. Make sure you subscribe to that. Okay, Sheldon, thank you. Give me hope. And I put a podcast on, or I put music in. I do like some rap music. I don't like loads of rap music. Maybe some Eminem. Maybe some classic '90s rap music. The dog's proper crazy. Can anyone else here see in holograms from time to time? Like see the travel path of a basketball for the shot. I have dysgraphia with my Aspergers. I'm not sure what that is. Randy, come here. The dog is just whinging. I think he wants to go out. There is an app that I have on my tablet called Alto Adventure. It really puts me in the calm mood. Dude, that's awesome. I actually made there's a list of apps that help with autism. If you go to my YouTube playlist and look for the How to Get a Diagnosis of Asperger's playlist, the last video I uploaded, which was what to do after a diagnosis, like post-diagnosis, there's actually a PDF download with that. And that PDF download actually has a bunch of apps in there that help people with autism spectrum. Can you tell me how to make friends? Okay, go whatever you're into. If you're into Minecraft, if you're into like Pokemon, whatever, Hello Kitty, if you're into those things, go to events hosted by those things. So if go to like Minecraft Con, go to like Pokemon meetups, and those people you meet there will be amazingly friendly because they're into the same stuff you're into, and you'll click instantly and you'll make friends for life. That is a true story. Randy, why are you making noises? Come here. You guys have been awesome. This has been an hour-long stream. You guys are amazing. Right, so remember, guys, if you want to support me, go to patreon.com/theaspyworld and make sure you sign up to the mailing list, which is bit.ly/autism_update, because the podcast's coming out very, very soon. And also, you can support this channel, and we're desperate for support right now, which would be super, super awesome. Thank you so much. Love each and every one of you. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you next time. Peace. Okay, take it easy. Oh, mailing list. I will see you guys, on Thursday for the video, and then this time next week for this live video. Peace.